There is no one answer if we are seeking from a place of ego. Because if we're searching from a place of ego, from a place of lack, which that is the essence of our humanness, there's not one solution that's actually going to fulfill what we're looking for. The only way we truly transcend is when we remember who we are, when we remember our divinity, when we embody our divinity on this earth through our body by remembering. It's a remembrance. I am source. I am divine. I am an energy created that is infinite and eternal, that is expressing itself through an individual body. But at the essence and heart of who each and every one of us is divine. It is our soul. It is source. It is the energy that moves heaven and earth. That is who we are. And there is not one thing that we can do as human beings that we think is going to propel us along, that's going to ultimately solve the problem. And until we do the work of the remembrance, of knowing our divinity, it doesn't matter what program, which coaching thing we do, we're never going to get the results that we're looking for. This isn't about an embodiment of your highest vibrational expression in your body. When you become the highest vibrational expression of yourself within this body, you attract everything onto you that you are looking to, that the universe wants to gift you, that your perceived self thinks it needs. But you're so in alignment with source and the vibration of who you are, the external things actually don't even matter. They just show up as a reflection of the abundant state that you're in. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to fill our lack. And trust me, this individual that's speaking to you right now has been in those spaces a lot and chased a lot and done things that have taught me a lot, and realizing that part of the lesson was I was always lacking. So I was always coming back to a place of lack. Whether it was in my love life, whether it's been in work, whether it's been with my children as a parent, it doesn't matter. Anytime I'm starting from a place of unfulfillment, of lack, of perceived not enoughness, ultimately, it always circles back because the universe is trying to teach me that's not who you are. And ultimately, it's a journey. Every day is a journey of remembering, of checking my ego, Erin, at the door, setting her aside, and truly remembering the essence of who I am. And I want to create that space to bring everybody back to their remembrance, to bring everybody back to the state of infinite abundance, of infinite love, of unconditional love, of pure joy, of peace. And every moment is pure bliss. because there is a remembrance of who you are, and you can truly, honestly get there. It is possible. We just have to break out of the matrix and realize not one person holds the answer for us. And it's a combination of doing everything to keep the vessel, which now you remember is the energy that you are. The vessel that then houses that has to make sure it does things that keep that energy clear and clean to continuously run through that vessel. So we do a lot of work on this earth plane thinking if I do this, I will get this. And that's our ego. And the actual inverse is true, is like, I already am all that is and all that ever will be in this body right now. And to remember that then means I'm going to take care of my body as the temple that it is. Our DNA spells God eternal within the body in every ancient language. And what does that mean? That our body's the temple. So everything you put into it, there's a vibration. So you when we think about doing the work, it's about, okay, I'm in alignment. I know who I am. And now I'm eating organic vegetables. I'm eating organic fruits. I'm eating things of the earth that align vibrationally with me because they start to match your state. And I know that this is a hard realization for us to have as a human species and a human race, but our bodies are a reflection of our consciousness. So if we're over-identified with our body, that's a reflection of our consciousness and our ego. And there's no judgment there. There's nothing but love. It's just a pointer back unto ourselves of the work that we need to do of like, I'm not my body, I am my spirit. And so when you start to tune in and tap in and turn on, start to look at places where you're seeking something because if I do this, this is going to make it better. That's your ego talking. We are here to just be. We are here to just be in a state of radiance and love and peace and joy and ease. We are not here to be doers. Our ego has created that. Our society has now been constructed around that. And we are in a deconstruction of the reality of which we know. And when you feel the world and perceive the world around you, why does it feel so chaotic? Because there's this crack that's going on of people waking up and rising into the remembrance and the people still resisting and fighting. And so we are to come into our remembrance, because when we come into our remembrance, we are sovereign beings. We remember who we are. We are given our rights by God because we are an emanation of God. So nothing or no one has any power over us. And we are here to discern for ourselves what is truth. And when things don't add up and you're like, that doesn't make any sense, whatever that is, because that's a feedback mechanism to go, can you see the true reality? This isn't about fighting. This isn't about resistance. When you come into a place of remembering and knowing, the knowing of who you are, you don't have any attachment to any opinion. You just can filter information and go, that doesn't feel true. And it doesn't trigger you because there's nothing in you to be triggered by it. So we are in a beautiful place as a human race. The negative polarity wants us to be afraid. It wants us to be scared. It wants us to be fearful. Because if you're in those states, you don't remember your divinity. You're disconnected from the natural intelligence, which is yourself. So the only answer in the world is you. You hold all the answers. And every human being is reflecting back to you. So if people are offering you, like, I hold all the answers, that should be your red flag. If you feel you are lacking and wanting to attach to something because you think doing X, Y, or Z is going to make a better outcome for you, you should take a step back and realign and check in with yourself. When you know you're in alignment and you know that you have now embodied source within your body, your true essence, your true divinity, things feel easy. There's an ease. And you can relax into that because there's just a knowingness that you are safe. And your body will start to adjust to that knowingness. It's calming. We have a very unregulated nervous system because we are so dysregulated by our ego. But we can't re-regulate our nervous system. We can't outthink our thoughts to transcend to the point that we are supposed to as a human race. We are to be like Christ. We are to be pure love. We are here to live the law of God, which is to love thy neighbor as ourselves. That's it. We're not here to amass great fortune. We're not here to amass any of those things because we already are all of that. So there's nothing to seek or lack. For we hold the kingdom of heaven within each and every one of us. And we're here to just remember that. And oh, what we will create as a human species and as a human race when we're truly in that spot. So, love and light, join me for conversations with the divine. Every day, weekly, Monday through Friday, we're going to take questions. We're going to ask, how does this fit? What does this mean? What's the spiritual meaning of this? How do you see this from source? That's what we're here to unwind. And once you see it, you're like, this is what's going on. I'm good. Love and light. Love and light. So join me. I'm excited. I want humanity to be the actualization of what it was meant to be. And we here on this earth at this time get to remember that incredible vision that God had for all of us on this planet. And so it's time that we rise up. It's time that we take our power back. It's time that we remember our sovereignty. It is time to remember that we are lacking nothing. Nothing. We are and have everything that is. You have every resource that you need within yourself to be the most amazing, successful human being on this planet. And that's the God-given truth. So if your ego's telling you otherwise, that's your ego. So tune in, join me, ask questions. I can't wait to spend time with you, and just know that I am just truly a vessel to serve source and the light in this world.